We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Chicago Cubs. The Pirates have won 5 games in a row. They'll look for number 6 right after this. Jake Arrieta is on the mound for game 2. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been like white hot. How about a whip under 1.00 in his last 3 starts? Not a lot of base runners, and that usually adds up to a lot of success. Let's see if he can continue to do that in this one here today.
Coming to the plate now, Jose Reyes. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. And signals crossed that time, so he'll step off and try. Now here it comes. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. That's 1-0. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, you can't win when you're giving up that many runs. The pitcher was missing over the heart of the plate, not executing down and away, not brushing back anybody, making anyone feel uncomfortable. Guys were taking huge hacks off him, and to boot, the defense was on its heels.
Now that is the way you want to start a game on the road. He comes out swinging and stands at second as the first base runner of the night. Now we'll see if his teammates can pick him up and if they can punch first.
In now, Mike Moustakas, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs, insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
Total agreement, Matt, and particularly that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Giancarlo Stanton now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Reyes, the runner at second with 1 away. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. In the dirt here, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Has a look, now the pitch. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
Now, after back-to-back strikeouts, he's got a real good chance of making that leadoff double pretty much meaningless. He's made some good pitches, and these hitters have really failed driving him in or at least getting him over.
Chris Davis at the plate now, as he'll take a look at ball one. The set and the 1-0. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Outside and low, 3-0.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
He loses him on ball 4.
That is it. The third baseman, Carlos Santana.
So stepping in, Carlos Santana, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Santana just rakes left-handed pitching. There's no real way to dispute that. However, he's not nearly as proficient when facing pitching from the right side. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And this is down for extra bases, and with 2 out, this might get them both home. And not in time as the second run scores.
Hey, one of the things you want to do, Dero, is strike early, and they've done just that with a big hit driving in 2.
Yeah, Dan, great to grab an early lead right there, especially when you can throw up a crooked number for your pitcher.
To the plate now, number 23. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
Two-out base runner aboard in the top of the first. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. Sent out to straightaway center field. Robert is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Pirates 2 and the Cubs nothing. Irvin Santana, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What's your take on him, Dan?
This will be interesting. This guy won the NL Cy Young Award last year. He's a solid pitcher, Matt. And one of the things he does, he throws the ball into the strike zone, and he's not afraid of contact. Solid pitcher.
Digging in, Luis Robert. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The center fielder, Luis Robert.
The pitch. Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. Swing and a liner. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Into the box, Adam Frazier, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. D-Row, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
First two batters find a sweet spot, barrel up perfectly. These fans have to be excited. Middle of the order coming to the plate now. After those first two ABs, this could be a laser show.
Settling in now, number 20, and he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. In there for strike one.
Little traffic on the base paths right here, but one pitch away from getting a double play and getting right back into control.
A swing and a ground ball to third, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now.
He's going to be thinking about that pitch all night if he doesn't have a big game right here. Pulled his front shoulder and everything went with it.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
At the plate, Junior Lake, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Outside for a ball, 1-1. One and two now as that one's fouled off. From the stretch. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he could put up similar numbers in this one.
So now to the plate, Oscar Hernandez, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, it's looking like he may be able to get out of this one after giving up 2 singles early.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. On to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity as that ends the inning. Cubs strand a couple. They're still down. It's 2-0. Second inning coming up in Chicago, and with more on the weather forecast, here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, these conditions aren't really ideal for baseball right now, but I am hearing that they're expected to improve as the game progresses. The grounds crew told me between innings that the field's in good shape. They're going to continue to work on keeping it dry, but we should be in for more favorable weather later in the game.
Let's hope, Heidi, for all of our sake, that Mother Nature takes that front and passes it through without an incident.
At times, you have to stay focused, though. For me, a little dampness, a little rain, a little weather coming through might actually do the infield dirt a little good. Some guys like to keep it bone dry. I like it a little wet. Ball stays down.
High and deep down the left field line. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Grounded to short. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And guys, the things you need to focus on today, you got to watch this team. They have the most errors in the league. You cannot be a successful ball club and kick it around and give this team extra outs. Let's see what happens.
Into the box now, Logan Morrison. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 302 is the average coming in. 8 home runs and 16 RBIs. This is pulled into right. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8-9 hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
Stepping in now, Irvin Santana. Now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. But this is foul for the first strike. Runners on first with one down. Wanting to avoid the double play here as he gets this one down. Only play to the pitcher covering, and the runner moves into second on the play.
Now batting, shortstop, Jose Reyes.
At the plate, Jose Reyes. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Softly hit toward the hole. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Pirates 2 and the Cubs nothing. Digging in, number 7. He went deep in the contest last night.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard.
A nice leadoff single to start the second right there. They're already down. They got to find a way to stay on the attack and get back in this game. We'll see how they play it here.
Ready now, David Bloat. Runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry. And if you don't have a good feel in that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
He's set and the pitch.
Yeah, he made up his mind early to take the first pitch because that thing was right down the middle.
The 0-1 delivery. Swung on and missed. That strike two.
Surprised the pitcher would even go to the top of the zone looking for a double play in this situation.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
The 1-2. Now a drive out to left center field. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Now to the plate, Young. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. Here's the first pitch to him. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
The 0-1 on its way. Fly ball out toward left center field. Dive, but it's off his glove, and that ought to get at least one run in. He's in at second safely, as they also push across a score to make it a one-run game. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
In now, Jake Arrieta. Hit high and deep out to left. Morrison is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. On to third, but he's in safely as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game.
Well, this ends up being a sac fly, but you've got to love the effort out there. Sacrificed his body to make that catch, and I'll tell you, that didn't feel good. Probably saved extra bases by making that play.
Digging in to try it again, Luis Robert. They've got two already home in the inning and a potential third waiting in the wings only 90 feet away. First delivery to him on the way.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Sent in the air out to straightaway central. After it is McCutchen. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And the go-ahead run will score on the sacrifice fly, as this is now a 3-2 ball game.
Great work to do a job right there. He's not a big power bat, so he was looking to get a fly ball to the outfield and give his guy at third a chance.
Now at the plate, Adam Frazier. Santana looks in. Here's the first pitch. A high fastball is in there. Three runs already home here. Hit down the line at first, but this will get foul for strike two. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. And Morrison will make the catch, and that ends the inning. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. We've played 2 full. Cubs lead it 3-2. Ready for another chance? Mike Moustakas. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
First pitch on its way. Line toward the alley in left center. That's his first base hit. Make him 1 for 2 now.
Boy, there's another base hit, and this is just kind of like that gift that just keeps on giving, D-Roll. Both teams piling up the hits, and we're just in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, their ears were open on both sides during the pitchers meeting today. Good plan at the plate, a lot of execution from the offensive side on both sides.
And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton, as he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Center field. Center fielder on the run. He's there and records the first out.
The first baseman, number 19, Chris Davis.
Stepping into the box, Chris Davis. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Ball 1, taken just off the inside. Lifted the other way out to left center. Left fielder is on the move, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Boy, there's another opposite base hit right there, D-Roll. He's turning April showers into May foulers right now.
There's no doubt about it. This guy has gotten off to a hot start, but it's his ability to use the whole field. That's what's made the difference. He's not just pull happy or trying to push everything the other way. He's taking what the pitcher's giving him.
Here's Carlos Santana now, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. One left for Pittsburgh. They're down 3-2. At the plate, number 20, 0 for 1 here in the early going.
For the Cubs, the right fielder, number 20.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this is on the outside corner for strike 1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
I think getting the leadoff man in every inning is important as a pitcher. When you're coming off an inning that you really labored through, it makes all the difference mentally.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 34, Junior Lake.
Standing in, Junior Lake. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Oh, that looks good.
Third inning. Already a 3-2 ball game. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone. Little too much bite on the slider that time, taken outside.
Hey, after those two breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Now the 2-1. It's a low changeup that's laid off.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
Bases are empty, one man out. Line drive to center field, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
I mean, bottom line right here, it all comes down to execution. If he's going to miss flat, middle, up all day long, it's going to be a long night for this pitcher.
Into the box, Oscar Hernandez popped him up. Reyes over to his left, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The bat, number 7.
Standing in, number 7, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
He's set. Here it comes. Pitch is high. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second. Ready with the 1-0. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Stanton has a read on it, and that's the 3rd out. 1 left for the Cubs, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Stepping in and ready for another shot, number 23. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Number 23.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's the pitch. Good cut fastball that time, and he's in control now, 0-2. Oh, and it's not often you see a guy like that flail so badly up there, but that was a great pitch for out number 1.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. And He'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. In there, a base hit.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
Standing in now, Logan Morrison. In there, now the throw. And they will not get McCutchen here. He's in safely at second base.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt, Manny. The ball isn't carrying well tonight, and we haven't seen any home runs, so sometimes you have to try for something else. Now, with seeing a single could be all it takes to push a run across.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late, and you can't even put a good swing on it.
Both teams with 6 hits so far. Liner toward right center. That's in there. Base hit. And that's going to tie our ball game as the runner scores from second to make it 3-3 now.
Boy, I don't know about that pitch selection right there, Dero. You have a base open with the pitcher on deck. Not very good pitching right there.
Dan, as a guy who hit 8th in the National League a time or two, nothing's more difficult than to try and mind meld with the pitcher and come up with a game plan when you know you got the pitcher on deck. Shocking that he was coming after him right there in that big spot, and he paid the price.
Number 7 is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, shortstop, Jose.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jose Reyes. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. The 1-0. Line towards center field, and that's in there. Base hit.
The batter, the second baseman, Mike Moustakas.
At the plate, Mike Moustakas. High in the air out to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Pirates get just the 1, and that's all. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. So in now for Chicago, David Bloat.
Leading off for the Cubs, the third baseman, David Bloat.
Here's the first pitch to him. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit on the ground out to short. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Now batting, number 1.
Into the box now, Young. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. 3 runs, 6 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Hit hard on the ground to the right, and that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside a baseball and drive it the other way.
At the plate now, Jake Arrieta. As he runs up to bunt but can't make contact. That's strike 1. He hit a sac fly earlier. 0-1 pitch on its way. Now a late bunt attempt here, but he misses strike 2. 3-3 our score with a man on at first and one away. In the air to center. After it is McCutchen. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, center fielder, Luis Robert.
Into the box now, Luis Robert earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. Santana comes set. First pitch on its way. Comes set and the 0-1. This one's down to third. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Cubs strand 1. 4 innings in the books, tied 3-3. All ready to go in the top of the 5th, and set to stand in the ultra dangerous Giancarlo Stanton. First delivery to him on the way. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Not the way you'd like to start this 5th inning, falling behind 3-0 on the count. It's about time he starts throwing some strikes.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Here's Chris Davis now. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
0-1 count and the pitch. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Looking up is the right fielder. Oh, and it hits the top of the video board. A 2-run shot for Chris Davis. Number 17 for him on the season, and it's now 5-3.
Not every home run is exactly the same. That ball was absolutely destroyed.
Now batting, the third baseman, Carlos.
So now Carlos Santana, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball 1.
5 runs, 9 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Stepping in now, number 23. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. A 1 pitch on its way. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. High and deep to center field. A ball that's carrying. That's in the basket. A home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Number 10 for him on the year. And it's now 6-3.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
The batter, the center fielder, Andrew McCutcheon.
So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutcheon. Hot shot down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his 2nd hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
To the plate now, Logan Morrison, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Here comes the 1-0. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back, off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
Runner goes for third. High in the air out to center field. Robert is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The pitcher, number 30, Irvin Santana.
And now it's the Pirates pitcher, Irvin Santana. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch. In there, 0-1. Rolled slowly down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And another foul ball. And it's fouled away. Again, another foul ball. Here's another 0-2.
Oh, that's out.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Lake is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. Last half of the 5th coming up. Pirates lead it 6-3. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Adam Frazier.
The second baseman, Adam Frazier.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike. Wind up and the 0-1. Fouled off. And it's 1-2.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
Fouled away. Ball 2. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Always tough for one of these base umpires to make a call on a guy's check swing. It's not a great angle, and everything happens so quickly, so they really have to be paying attention out there. Looking at the replay, I think he got it right, so that's a tip of the cap for the Blue.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Number 20 is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. One out, nobody on. This is skied into short left center. Morrison comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 2.
The left fielder, number 34, Junior Lake.
Digging in once again, Junior Lake. A hit in 2 tries so far. First pitch on its way. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So a ringing single here to center field makes it 2 hits for him on the night. And as we take a look there at the team leaderboard, you can see he ranks 3rd best on this Chicago ball club. Into the box, Oscar Hernandez. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball one, no strike.
Hey, a 2-out single isn't all that bad, but it can be when you've got this part of the lineup coming up.
The 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
Hey, even though this guy's a righty hitter, he's going to get pounded with that two-seamer. He needs to make sure he catches this thing out front if he sees that pitch again.
And he has a cut at that one, but misses 2-1.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
And there he goes towards second. Pitch popped up. Davis over to his right, and that retires the side. One left for the Cubs. Can't cut into that 6-3 deficit. Back now for the start of the 6th inning, and we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked with Pittsburgh's manager during the inning break about the Pirates' offensive production to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said they're doing an excellent job with pitch selection, meaning they're swinging at the right pitches and doing damage with them. The numbers back that up. 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet, guys.
Thank you, Heidi. Digging in and looking for more, Jose Reyes. He singled his last time up.
The shortstop, Jose Reyes.
Here's the first pitch to him.
No, inside.
Now the 1-0.
Hey.
Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside. Now the 2-1.
Nope, that's inside.
On deck, Mike Moustakas. The 3-1 pitch. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're trying to put a start away. Make him work his tail off, throw a lot of pitches, and get on base any way that you can. A big inning at this point of the game, and he's probably gone.
So striding forward now, Mike Moustakas. And after that quick walk, is it fair to wonder if this starter is beginning to show signs of getting tired?
Yeah, that could be the case, Matty. Sometimes you just lose your focus, lose your command, but it'll be real important for him to get it back as this next hitter walks up to the plate.
Here comes the Chicago skipper now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. Just 5 innings of work for him here as he really never found his rhythm in this one. Daniel Hudson will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year.
Daniel Hudson.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. To second for 1. On to first. And how about that? He comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play ball with 1 pitch.
Gotta love that out of your reliever, right? The first batter he faces, he gets to roll over into a double play. Pulled the right string that time, Skip.
Now at the plate, Giancarlo Stanton. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. From the stretch. Right there for strike one. Hudson has pitched his way to over 1,600 innings of work at the big league level. And during that time, he's worked to a sub-1 whip. Less than one base runner allowed per inning. 2 out, nobody on. In the air out toward right field. Right fielder giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh. They still lead it 6-3. So digging in now, number 7. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
The first baseman, number 7.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Slider gets the outside. That's a strike. High pop-up. Under it now is Davis to put it away for the first out.
The third baseman, number 13, David Bloat.
The next Cub up, David Bloat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lays off 1-0. That's 2-0.
It's never advantageous to fall behind 2-0 as a pitcher, but if you're going to do it, it's far better to do it with a guy down in the bottom of the order. Time for a challenge fastball right here, though.
Now here's the pitch. Hit down the third baseline, but this will get foul. 2-1. Here's the pitch. In there, 2-2. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. Number 48 will come on now and pinch run here.
Now that's number 1.
Into the box now, Young, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. With runners in scoring position this season, Young is below the Mendoza line. The batting average under 200, unfortunately.
Matty, he struggled against right-handed pitching all season long, but he just needs a few knocks today, maybe to get the confidence going. I don't think this is the norm for this ball player. Hey, with first base open, pitcher's definitely going to nibble and try and see if the hitter expands the zone.
Runner at second here with 1 man out. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. The 1-2, and he fouls this one off. The 1-2, hit on the ground to third. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
Jose Altuve will look to provide a little two-out thunder off the bench as he'll hit with a runner at second and 2 away.
Altuve.
Weekly hit to third. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We're through 6 full. Bucks out in front, 6-3. Number 48 is going to go ahead and stay in the ball game and play third now. Pedro Strop is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 46, Pedro.
Next to bat will be the Pittsburgh cleanup batter, Chris Davis. He went deep for a 2-run homer in his previous at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat.
1-0.
The 1-0.
Ball, that's in.
In the dirt, it's 3-0 now. On deck, Carlos Santana. The 3-0 pitch.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
The 3-1 pitch. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
And with the bases empty, you don't feel bad about walking that guy. He's capable of taking you deep every time he digs in, so it's not the worst thing in the world to work around him if you can.
Ready for another shot now, Carlos Santana. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
0-1.
And this one's in the dirt. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
In the dirt here. No advance here, but it's 3-1 now. Nobody out, runner on first. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
The bat, number 23,
Number 23 will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. First delivery to him on the way. No balls and 1 strike. Here's the 0-1. This is line to left. Late has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Now batting, Andrew McCutchen. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Ball. Count 1-0.
The 1-0 misses off the plate.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Three and 0 now.
Those are just 2 great takes right there. Those are pretty good pitches. Sliders down the way, both of them. Just off the plate. Couldn't get the batter to fish.
And a fastball misses there. Ball 4.
Oh, that's a walk that could really change the complexion of the game. With the bases loaded, if he gives up a base hit right here, it could get real ugly.
So bases are loaded. Nowhere to put him with 1 away. And that'll bring up the big left-handed bat of Logan Morrison. Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose.
Your attention, please. Now,
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up.
Running.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball 1, no strike.
Bases are loaded here. 1 man out. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. And the tag gets him, but they do play to run on the play.
Now batting, the pitcher, Irvin Santana.
So coming to the plate, Irvin Santana, and a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Hit out towards second. Right to him. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. Pirates get just the one, and that's all. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. Pittsburgh leads this one 7-3. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Luis Robert.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
The 1-0 home. Late square, and this is popped up. Santana is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Up next for the Cubs, the second baseman, Adam.
Stepping in, Adam Frazier. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball that time.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Nope. 2-2. Out in front as he rolls over it to second. Throw to first, and Santana's got it working here. 2 quick outs.
Now batting, number 20.
Stepping in, number 20. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. But this will land untouched. Liner towards second, but this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it to end the inning. Cubs are down in order. They're down 4. It's 7-3. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring up the switch hitting shortstop, Jose Reyes. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
At the plate, Mike Moustakas. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. First delivery to him on the way. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. Popped up. And a diving effort, but it's out of his reach, a foul ball. Here it comes, 0-2. Swing and a ball line hard towards short. But the shortstop won't have far to go to haul this one in, and there are 2 away.
The right fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
So 2 gone here in the Pittsburgh 8th, and set to stand in the ultra-dangerous Giancarlo Stanton. He's set, and the pitch. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
And now a pitch on the way.
I got to count 1 and 2.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Popped him up. Hernandez has a play. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Nothing doing here this half. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Pirates on top, 7-3. Leading off the inning, Junior Lake, and they'll need him to get something going here.
The left fielder, Junior Lake.
Cody Allen is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 37, Cody Allen.
First offering on its way. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. Way out in front as this is yanked foul into the seats in left. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
Into the box, Oscar Hernandez, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the 0-1 pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike.
Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
The 3-1. There's ball 4.
Boy, oh boy, that's a tough one for the pitcher. He's definitely wondering, where the heck was that pitch? I think he called it high, but our strike zone says otherwise.
Striding into the box, number 7. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch on its way. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Under it is Morrison now, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, number 48.
Stepping up now, number 48, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Allen sets, and the pitch. A ball and no strikes. Two out with the man at first. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Cubs strand 1. Deficit holds at 4. It's 7-3. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Chris Davis. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
First pitch of the at-bat. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Smoke the other way, high and deep to left. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out. Striding in once again, Carlos Santana. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Neil Ramirez enters the game with 1 gone in the top of inning number 9.
Number 54, Neil Ramirez.
He's set. Here it comes.
Inside, ball 1.
1 out, nobody on. Santana in front with a 2-0 count.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Oh, and here's a slider that's ruled a ball. 3-0 now. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Up next for the Buccos, number 23. He's 1 for 4 for the game. First offering on its way.
Ball matchup class.
The 1-0. Outside, 2-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Drilled right back up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
At the plate, Andrew McCutcheon, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Here comes the 0-1. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to get to that quickly, though, and the count will even at 1. First and second now, 1 man out. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
Now batting, the left fielder, Logan Morrison.
Digging in, Logan Morrison. He was a ground out victim last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good late break to the slider here, but he takes it in on the hands for ball 1. Two men are on with 2 men out. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Has a look, now the pitch. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Pulled toward right center field. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Pirates strand a couple. They hang on to a 7-3 lead. Striding in to start the 9th, Young, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Not shortstop, number 1.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
That's a ball.
The win would go to Irvin Santana if the lead holds. The 1-0. Oh, this one bounces off the pitcher. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Tyler Pearson will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 33, Tyler Pearson.
In there at the knees, strike one. A runner at first with no outs here. And it's quickly 0-2. Pearson stands at an even 6 feet tall, a right-handed batter and thrower. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. Slapped hard the opposite way. Stanton is there to put it away for out number 1.
Now batting, the center fielder, Luis Robert.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Luis Robert. Number 47 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
Number 47.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that misses, ball 1.
Awfully frustrating for a pitcher. You make a close pitch like that just barely misses. Whew, that's a tough one to get back.
1-0 pitch. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. Onto the shortstop, but thrown away.
Oh, this is kind of unforgivable for the second baseman. He tries to square himself to the throw to second to start the double play, and I'm not sure what happened next. Maybe his cleats got stuck, or maybe he just lost the grip, but the net result is E4 with 2 men on board.
Now at the plate, Adam Frazier. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Here comes the first pitch. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
0-1.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Hit out towards second. Fielded by Moustakas. Throw will get him for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score from third.
They get the run there, but this late in the game with the lead in hand, you'll definitely trade an out for a run. That doesn't mean a whole lot.
So striding in, number 20. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. From the stretch. Grounded back up the middle. Throw to first will be in time for the final out, and the Pirates make it 6 straight victories now as this one is over.
You can just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row, and this looks like a train that's not about to slow down anytime soon.
7-4 is the final score in tonight's game. Pittsburgh used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Irvin Santana wins his 3rd of the season. Jake Arrieta permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Here now is our final line score tonight. For the victorious Pirates, 7 runs on 12 hits. 2 errors. They left 11 men on base. For the Cubs, 4 runs on 10 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. The winning pitcher is Irvin Santana. His record is now 3-1. The loss goes to Jake Arrieta. He falls to 1-4. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 33 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Wrigley Field, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.